What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? You know who it is. You know what to do. It's your boy Loaded coming at you with more loaded gaming news. And today we got a big breaking news. And straight up, the story is true. How to catch your favorite streamer cheating if they're using DMA hardware cheats. Yeah, it's a trip, huh? Old hacker hunter comes out of retirement, and all these other hacker hunters just don't know what they're doing anymore. It's all about the content. It's all about, making myself sound better. But when you put real evidence and facts out there, that real hacker hunters don't like it because they weren't the ones that discovered it. Just kind of like somebody else that watched my video and then 3, 4 days later posts their own video about the same topic and the same things I was talking about. Just being 100%. Moving forward, the way to catch this DMA hardware cheaters is one, we can start off simple by checking your device manager. And what I mean by device manager, this is where it's going to get tricky because the device manager is going to show up as a super speed something bridge. It's going to be a bridge every single time. It's going to be showing up as a 3.0 USB PCIe Express. Either way, this thing is dirty. But I went through a few videos of the DMA hardware installers and seen what they were doing, and I see each person that is throwing these DMA hardware cheats have their own individual names to each device that they send out to somebody. So every device is going to look different in name. So this one says FIFO bridge. I've had one that said 610, another one that said 160, and it was all different developers. Okay, and this is just one way, but there is trusted super speed bridges for other things, but what this thing is doing is cheating. So we're going to be moving forward, and the other way to catch a DMA hardware cheater is the run command prompt. Now, a lot of people will be like, dude, it ain't that simple. And it really is. Because after going through and looking at every single developer's DMA hardware tutorials, they are all using the same layout, same design, same coding, just with a different dev stamp on it. So it seems like these guys bought a lot of dev IDs and is claiming that this is all developer hardware and it's all for what they're doing. But it's not. So you can make them hit the command prompt and start run, and then they'll bring up this screen, and if you put in those commands, now it depends on where their cheats are installed on. So, okay, this is where it's going to be catchy. Someone that has multiple drives, you would have to go through every single individual file, or not file, but every single drive, and put that in. And if it shows up with any of this coding, and I noticed that each time they reflashed the firmware, it showed up as a different device. And it's not even a device that's related to it. We got a memory control for Samsung. We got another one for Gigabyte. We got another one for Intel. We got another one for Gigabyte that's using a Realtalk driver. So these things are taking old device hardware IDs and applying them to this hardware so it looks like it's legit. So that's another way to catch somebody, because that little command prompt that I showed you in the beginning is the only way to open that. You can try to pop it in yourself and nothing will happen. You'll be like, okay, What just happened? You know, it says that you need to make sure it's spelled right. Well, guess what? It wasn't spelled right because it's not on the computer. The device is not connected to the computer. It is something that you have to apply. And this is how you're going to catch them even easier. Now we're moving forward to the next step on how to catch a DMA hardware cheater. And this one's going to be real easy because at any given time, all you got to do is open the run command prompt, have them type in msinfo32.exe, and when it opens, kernel DMA protection will be on if they are not cheating. Now, this is where it gets real upsetting because the DMA hardware is an override for the kernel protection. So, therefore, this person had to disable the kernel protection for the device to pass through the cheats. And the only way you can run this device is having the kernel disabled. You cannot re-enable. You cannot just uninstall the device and delete all the drivers and everything will be gone. No, this thing will be always unlocked. You will have to reformat your computer in order to get rid of this shit. And even then, it might still leave a file trace. Something, you know, there's always a way to recover files that people are trying to hide. But this is your boy Loaded, and I'm glad y'all made it through my exhausting explanation on how hardware DMA cheats are taking over and how I figured out to catch these people in the act. And I mean, we don't need to set up a time schedule. Because if dude comes back with a fresh PC, all clean, guess what? We'll be back to you in a couple of weeks after you get everything installed. And then when we see your gameplay being sussy again, you're not going to get to reformat. You're going to get hit right on live stream. Just saying, there's plenty of ways to get these people. It's just nobody's really pushing on them. But this is your boy, and I'll see y'all on the next one.